Hey everybody, welcome back to the Quantum Show. I know I'm late. I'm sorry. I am a whole like 20 almost 20 minutes late. Yeah, sorry about that. I was in Ashland City out of town. The weekends are just busy. Okay? I don't know what to tell you. The weekends are just busy and couldn't get Rumble to work today. It said I needed a verified account. I've been verified for a long time now and I'm still kind of seeing what I need to do with the camera here. So, yeah, thank you for bearing with me. I know I'm late, but uh here we are. Quantum Shows live. Can't stop me because stop me or not, it's still the Quantum Show. It's going to be here regardless. So, welcome to the show everybody. And I got 3 people watching in the chat. Thank you. That's awesome. Oh, wait, barely got coffee. Me and Amy are like steaming to get on the internet right now. So yeah, going over the week, uh the IT outage yesterday, I heard about it. And hey Renee, welcome back. Thanks for coming by. I heard about it, but see, my system is all firewalled and set up and subnetted and separate from all the other stuff out there. Let me tell you, I heard horror stories from people's workplaces. I can't wait to find out what happened at my work tomorrow. I was not there. Hey, Rachel, Lynn, Obi2, thanks for being here. Thank you. Sound is good. Yeah, I should have started with a sound check. I'm glad it's working because I would have had to go over all of that. Well, what is it? All of 2 minutes all over again. But yeah, I was out of town. I was in Ashland City. Had to go see my people, my family, my mom and sister, and just catch up because I haven't been out there in over a month. I like to go there at least every 2 weeks, you know. But yeah, the IT outage, that was a Windows thing, guys. Okay, why did we have that happen? Why? It's like we're so accustomed to the blender machine that you just hit the button and it turns on and it goes. We need to have independent systems, not these systems that are so reliant on like the server that is not yours. That is a bad way to do it. The client server situation where they're terminals, your computer is it just a terminal? It shouldn't you shouldn't do that. Just the planning of it was bad and it should not have happened. So, yeah, this is networking 101, but also it's kind of uh low key take over the world stuff because I mean, this has been in every science fiction ever where if the computers all go down, we can't function. Come on, Battlestar Galactica. The Cylons interrupted the network and nothing worked. SG-1, they did it in Stargate too, all of them. And they just went around killing people because the computers weren't working and nothing would turn on and everything was networked and everything was talking and had to be networked and verified and all this stuff. Well, look what happens. That doesn't mean we need to do better at networking. It means we need to do better at firewalling and subnetting and independent things, not have it all dependent. That was literally in my book that I have over here for networking. Don't do that. Don't have it reliant on the server where it can't function after that. That's your bare minimum. So, anyway, we didn't have the zombie apocalypse. We didn't have the Cylons attack. Nothing happened. They fixed it. They figured it out because apparently we are pretty good at networking and we really like our way of doing stuff. But the Linux guys were like, I don't know what you're talking about. Apple, Apple users were like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And this new Windows thing, oh, anyway, we survived. So, is this like another part of the end times stuff? Like, I was thinking on the road driving back. That's why there's no thumbnail or anything because I just turned it on, right? Was into the world, LOL, not, you know? And we got we're too reliant on a network. Have standalone. Come on, y'all. We know this. We know how to do this. And okay, that happened, but apparently it didn't bother anything at my VA doctor's appointment because they didn't care. They were all up. I will say it was late. They were 45 minutes late because I was 15 minutes late and their stuff was they have an independent system, a definitely independent system, but they all have Windows and they're licensed to upgrade. I don't know. I'm not their IT people, so I didn't, examine anything. I'm not supposed to. They didn't know what was going on, but their stuff was 45 minutes late. I was only 15 minutes late. So I ended up sitting there for 30 extra minutes, but that's okay. Good health report. I've lost weight. Uh, I could have told you that, but okay, I lost weight. It's good. Blood pressure's good. Blood sugar is manageable. Um, yeah, heart seems in good shape. Doesn't matter. Hey, Raven, welcome back. Welcome back. Haven't seen you in a while. And I'm just going over what happened during the week, like this massive IT outage, which was kind of a joke because it's literally the punchline of a lot of jokes. The memes are amazing. I'm gonna see if I can bring up some memes now. Um, because they're too funny. They're too funny. Oh, and Clippy has made a return. But I have seen this picture on social media. I don't even know what this thing is, right? But it's some kind of demo. And well, that, right? What is that thing? Is it a giant display? Why does that thing even exist? What is that thing? Because I see it uh advertised to me and it's like a giant smiley face and I'm like, "What is this stupid thing here?" The giant orb. The IT crowd memes are awesome. I remember seeing them. Oh, now here we go. Oh, I put in IT outage meme, and it's like every outage that we've ever had, right? Evokes Y2K jokes. Okay, anyway. Oh, this is a good one. I have to show you this one. This one's funny. This is a good one. I like that. Microsoft now. This is fine. It's Clippy. It's Clippy saying it. Yeah. Oh, that big orb thing. I think it seems like something Las Vegas would do. Oh boy. I'm sorry to hear that, Sarah. Thanks for stopping by though. Thanks for coming in. I was late. That's okay. I literally started the show less than 10 minutes ago. because I was out of town. And I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, if anything comes up regarding the IT outage, like awesome memes, I will talk about them, but that I'm pretty much done with it now. So, yeah, next week is the Bigfoot conference, and I'm leaving on Friday. So, got a thing on Thursday, and I'm leaving on Friday. And Saturday, the Bigfoot conference is then, and I'm taking the day off of that after the Sunday. I need to write that down because I will forget and I will think, oh my God, I got to go to work directly from the conference. I'm not going to do that. And because that never has worked out for me. And I've tried to do that. I did that. I came from Houston, went straight to work after a 2 hour nap. And that was crazy. No, Sarah, you're not too late. But I am sorry about your rooster. That sucks. But yeah, I'm going to Gatlinburg and that's gonna be fun. So I've been reading this book here. I've been reading this book because I want to see what it's about, right? I got this one. I bought this the last conference, and I am how far am I in? Not very far. 23 pages in. And I'm skipping through a bunch of this stuff because a lot of it is old research that isn't really what I'm looking at, you know? Like the thing I'm skimming through right now is a biblical perspective. Well, that's not really I don't need the biblical perspective. I need the quantum perspective. So that's where I'm at. But as you can see, life's busy and it's a book and I haven't been able to read much. But I'm getting ready for it mentally and I'm saving money. It's not an expensive trip. The tickets are cheap. It's not like a $200 event or nothing, but I don't want to be broke when I get there. It's Gatlinburg. It's an expensive place. So, but it's going to be fun. And I get to meet the missing 411 person, David Paulides. That's going to be fun. I might take my book and get him to sign it. Though I'm not really about signatures. I'm not about autographs and stuff like that. I don't really care about that because that's like in the realm of hero worship and I don't really do that. You know, I'm pretty sure he likes coffee, so I'll get him a Starbucks cold brew or something. that's, that's what I'm all about. Like, if you want to drink coffee or tea or just chill out for a minute, I'd love to talk to you. And I'm definitely going to be recording videos and I'm going to try to get some on the spot interviews. That's, it's going to be fun either way. I'm going to meet Shingoji. He's out there. I need to line it up with him because that's not that far away. Today's the 20th. So I'm leaving in 6 days. It's 4 hour drive. It's not a big trip. Okay. Mm. And I will be taking my Imaginext big robot Bigfoot. I got to find the charger. And I'm going to take my droid airlock with me too because they're both robots. They both got to go. And I might have this thing come with me too, but I don't know about that. I don't want to walk around. I don't want to be a feature of the show. I still have this thing sitting around because it's fun. The stuff is just fun. But oh, got my eye. Sorry, y'all. Um, but I want to go out and I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to be talking to people because let me tell you something. An interesting thing that happens every Bigfoot event. No one has seen Bigfoot. Everyone has heard stuff in the woods and maybe, and not even everyone believes in Bigfoot there. Some people are there to disprove. Okay. However, 100% of the people I talk to all have a ghost or UFO story. All of them. Every single one of them that I talked to like 24 people. All of them had a ghost or UFO story. So that tells me that this is the right neighborhood, right? This is where this is supposed to happen. And I'll be talking to people about all of it. I'll be talking to people about all of it. And I really am hoping to find that Elon Musk worshiper that was out there last time. He thought Elon Musk hung the moon. I swear. He was talking to this one guy, a Bigfoot guy, a seller I don't know, on camera for some reason, about how Elon Musk is going to save the world. I'm like, yeah, I was just like that. Like I was looking like him, like like I'm a meme looking at another meme, like that. What? And the guy he was talking to was just like, okay, hurry up. I got to sell stuff. I got to pack up. It was crazy. And I don't know what he was doing talking to the Bigfoot people about Elon Musk, because I'm pretty sure uh he don't drive a Tesla. Bigfoot does not drive a Tesla. Though I could be wrong, you know. What are the odds are never zero. They're low, but they're never zero. Bigfoot could drive a Tesla. I don't know. Man, what a show so far. I'm kind of wound up. I've had basically 2 cups of coffee in 2 hours. Eh, but okay. Update no updates on the Florida trip yet. I need to talk to that lady. I need to call her, but I'm not ready to go. It's going to take about a month for me to get down there, cuz just I got a plan for things, and that's a little bit of a big trip. I mean, it's not enormously out of my range. I mean, I just drove to Houston, so I can make it to northern Florida. And oh yeah, Tim, I saw my first Cybertruck this week also. He lives near me, and I don't know, whoop-de-doo, you know? I see the Tesla cars running around, but the Cybertruck, I it, it, I'm pretty sure it fails at being a truck. I've been watching the reports about people getting stuck in snow, stuck in everything that cars get stuck in. And yeah, I'm not impressed either. I'm more impressed with my 91 Topaz. By the way, I took it for a test drive today, a little demo drive, and it's making a clunk, it's making a clunking noise, but I'm pretty sure it's a brake caliper or something, because it only happens when you brake, and it's not leaking anything. It's doing really good. It's got I was gonna drive it to Ashland City today, but I don't trust it quite that much. I don't trust it that much. Ashland City is 30 minutes away. I was gonna drive it to work all week, but I don't think I trust it that much either, because the air conditioner in it doesn't work, and it's seriously lacking on power even to run the air conditioner. So I'm gonna worry about that next week, right? Raccoons keep mistaking the Cybertrucks for dumpsters and fucking them up too. I almost emptied my bathroom garbage into one today. No, I'm just kidding. That is, yeah. I like the jokes. Um, the jokes coming out are great. I mean, one guy says, "I got passed on the interstate by a ice machine," because it looks like an ice machine. It's stainless steel and not very impressive. It's like something you'd build at it looks like something you'd build at a hardware store as a display to sell wheelbarrows or something, okay? Something that you can use off the shelf. And now that I've seen one in real life, it is not. I'm so glad I didn't go put any money in one because they're super expensive. All those, but I wouldn't even know. Just know. I'm not going to get into the reason why all Teslas are useless and they're not right. They're just not right for society. Not at all. But hey, Aussie, welcome back. And Lynn saying, we got passed by one a few days ago, and I wonder if somebody's refrigerator got away. It looks like an ice machine, ice maker, or refrigerator. But welcome back to the show, Aussie. Yeah, I started late and I don't have thumbnail or anything up. I'll fix it later, right? It's okay. It'll be okay. And but yeah, I'm getting ready to go to the Bigfoot conference next week. I'm gonna leave on Friday. So yeah, I'm gonna be leaving on Friday and it is on Saturday. I'm gonna be doing interviews, maybe not live. I probably won't be doing it live because cell phones coverage and Wi-Fi in the place is not so great, and anybody who wants to use a Wi-Fi is going to be on Wi-Fi, and it's like I can't tell you how many people are there. It's like a 10,000 people plus event. Okay, the place is filled up from wall to wall at its top. But I'm going to be staying because they've got a dog man talk going to happen, and I definitely want to be there for that. And about that, right? Lately, have y'all noticed that people are coming out with their little videos? Now, we've had videos for a few years now, right? I'm talking the ability for people to take their phones and go and put something online almost immediately. We've had this since what you call Vine, and that's a few years now. So I've noticed things the sightings and reports of different weird things across the board are increasing. And they're not the same ones over and over again. They're new ones coming up. Talking aliens, UFOs, ghosts, cryptids, all of it is increasing. And well, all of us have had an increase in activity also. Start paying attention, okay? Especially you guys that live out in the woods, pay attention because there are things happening. I'm paying attention. There's been increased activity of the local animals. Okay. Now I don't mean just because I got a trail cam. I didn't see them before as much. And yeah, the trail cam lets me see them more, but they weren't out and about like they were. You know? Keep paying attention. I love this. If someone played a prank of, "Is your refrigerator running?" one could now respond, "Yes, I drive a Cybertruck." The old joke, "Is your refrigerator running? Well, you better catch it." And you can just say now, "Yes, I drive a Cybertruck." But I'm going to be uh, paying closer attention. I've always got a phone on me now. Always got a camera on me with a phone on it, or a phone with a camera on it, and I'm ready to. Uh, ufology people have been saying that for years. We're ready to record, and yet we get no new stuff because it's harder than we think it is. Because you got to get the phone out and look cams, keep your dash cams running. Yeah, and Aussie is saying, I might meet Brent Thomas from Paranormal Portal at Bigfoot Convention. I might. Let's find out. I'm gonna find out. And I'm hoping I'm going to, I don't know, advertise myself as the Quantum Show somehow. I may see the way it's organized is you've got a bunch of vendors and it's in a big one of these, right? It's in a big, you walk around this way. You can walk around either way, but it's just a whole bunch of big line with a divider in the middle. I could walk around like this. Doing interviews, Quantum Show, doing interviews. I could do that. I could go, Quantum Show, doing interviews. Who wants, come on. I'm going to be wearing a Bigfoot t-shirt and everything. Big pink hat. You cannot miss this big pink hat. Okay. Cannot miss it. Tennessee Quantum Show. Y'all, come on. But I want to make a t-shirt. I need to make a t. I like that. I hope somebody took that as a screenshot. Oh man, eyes bother me itchy. And yeah, I'm going to be doing interviews, maybe not live, probably pre-recorded, but I'm not going to be editing much. And I want to make a t-shirt. I tried to get one made. Now it's too late to order it and have it get to me. So I might just, I don't know, do like I do. Well, listen, like hang a sign. Quantum Show. No, I'm not going to do that because I joke and everything, but I am serious about this, whole thing that I do here. This is not a joke. Because we get into some weeds in this show, and it's not about doing a show. It's about doing reality, and we're all trying to do reality the best we can. It takes a lot of coffee to do a lot of reality. Mm. And even though I tell jokes and make light, well, I'm not going to like give myself a heart attack every time I do a show in serious tone and fashion. Don't need to do that. But oh man, at least the Bigfoot convention will be filled with people they're not muggles, right? They're very into if nothing else, the woods, going out and investigating, finding evidence, how to deal with stuff. It's some kind of loose scientific method. And yeah, they're all, you know what? I will give it to Bigfoot people. All of them. They're not strictly hunters. There are hunters, but they're not strictly hunters. They're not strictly out to kill a Bigfoot, which is not the way to do it. Okay. We do not need to do that. That is the wrong way to do it. They know you're coming. Those guys know you're coming. I'm talking about the Bigfoot, the critters. They know you're coming. They know your intention. And everyone who is any kind of paranormal anything, who does any kind of Bigfoot, will tell you they know you're coming, and you can tell them, hey, if you got a sidearm to protect yourself from like wild boars that weigh 300 pounds or whatever, that's for them. That's not for you. And though I've never been on a visitation, I wouldn't be averse to it because after military training, no, I'm not a big outdoorsman, but I live in Tennessee, always been outside. I know stay away from snakes. Don't bother the big giant spiders. Yeah, we got them here. And so these guys, they are familiar with the weirdness that comes along with this stuff. Okay, the Bigfoot, Dogman. They know it's dangerous out there. I know it's dangerous out there. Everybody who that's why so many people live in cities because together closeness is safety until you use the internet. Mm. But yeah, so I will be able to talk to these people on a a paranormal level because they're already accustomed to it. Even though I did meet a bunch of people that say they don't believe in ghosts, they don't believe in UFOs. Jeff Lundgren saw a UFO, but he doesn't believe in UFOs, but he doesn't know what to make of it. I'm like, Jeff, I tried to corner him, and he was. Let me tell you, update that. I needed to record that, but I didn't have permission, and it's all about licensing and all this stuff. And but when I was talking to him about his encounter, he got out of his comfort zone and he got excited to talk about it. He does this thing, right? Okay, let me get a picture of this guy up. Okay, um, he's a very unique looking dude. Oh wow! Be careful when you look up Jeff Lundgren, because let me tell you, Jeffrey Lundgren from American Self. This is the welcome to the Quantum Show, right? Jeffrey Don Lundgren, born 1950, died 2006, was an American self-proclaimed prophet, cult leader, and mass murderer who, on April 17th, 1989, I'm not going to go any. No, it's all we need to know. Oh, Meldrum. Damn it. I'm not good with names. Okay, let me see. I'm going to bring a picture up. He's a pretty unique looking dude, right? And not that he's weird or anything. He doesn't look strange. He just has a striking image to him. This is so silly. And I have to do this the hard way. Meldrum. Okay. When did JPEG become .jfif? And how about I get a better resolution picture? Huh? Yeah, let's get a better resolution on this dude. Hmm, not that one. Sorry, guys. This is what happens. That's all. This is just that's it. Here we go. Big picture, big picture. Yeah, big picture. Here we go. Okay. You see his mouth? All right. Um, he does this thing with his mouth. When he gets excited on something, he does this. He does that. He runs it. Rah, 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 rah. Yeah, no relation to that other thing, right? But he does that with his mouth when he gets excited about something. And he was doing that when I was talking to him, when me and Tim were talking to him about his UFO sighting. I'm like, okay, have you ever I'm hoping I planted the seed in his head to do that last year. going forward, to keep a lookout for other weird stuff. But he's so set in these are apes. He's so set in the idea that these are hominids, that we just haven't discovered them yet. But there's too much weirdness about them to be simple hidden animals, to be just some kind of basic, like a black leopard, like a black panther in Kentucky, right? And there's too much weirdness about them. Tracks leading to a place, what, no tracks leading up to an event area, and then tracks leading, where did it come from? How did it get there? Going through a fallen tree. Like the tree wasn't even there. How does that work? There's too many questions, right? There are too many questions. So I disagree with him. I know he's done all the biological research, and that's kudos to him. Kudos to Jeff for doing all that, right? But there's more to this than they're just an unknown species of animal. Much more to it, because I mean, even the stuff right there in Gatlinburg that Tim has experienced, right? By the way, it's not a Bigfoot what Tim is experiencing. He's found prints. I've shown the prints here. He's found things, a stick on a tree that's been put into a little wreath. That doesn't happen. Squirrels don't do that, right? So, what uh, I did get a description. Keith gave me I described to him what's going on, and it makes the noises to make itself sound like a cow. And the neighbors think it's a rogue cow. This is a city. This is not like I'm out in the woods. There's cows literally right over there right now. And yeah, I was mistaken. Cows do walk around at night. But they're in their own pasture. They don't break the fence down to go down the road. That's what this thing is doing. And people saying it's a rogue cow, and he keeps getting more evidence. I can't wait to find out what he's been up to lately, because I haven't really talked to him too much. Yeah, but what's out in his area is called an awara, and it's not to be, it was brought here. It is an alien. It was brought here. It is not spacefaring by itself, by somebody else. And now it's out of some kind of out of phase or something. But right, I believe so too. Tim, I think Bigfoot is another species of us. Yeah, I think so too. And I'm not so certain that it isn't another adaptation of I want to say not Cro-Magnon, but that other one. There's another extinct species, right? Not Cro-Magnon, but what's that one? Oh, let me just Google it. And let me just bring it up. Yeah, different. Not Neanderthal. That's it. Neanderthal. I was thinking of Neanderthal. They were eating people, right? They were eating people. They never used clothing. So Neanderthal. That's what I was saying. But since I got the pictures up, I got it up. Let's bring it up anyway, shall we? And we'll look at some of the hominids. I like that. We'll talk a little bit about the different hominids just by a Google search, right? You got Denisovian is what you said, and yeah, I was thinking that, but I knew it wasn't that. But we have uh, what you said, Neanderthal, and I'm going to leave that up there. And Tim said it too, Neanderthal, right? Sarah says she's real. I think I yes, I believe I am too. I believe we all are. We're just different branches. Right, and there's a lot of different bloodline in us, and science is gonna have to get with the program that that's the way evolution works, and if you're gonna do evolution, right, you gotta do evolution. You gotta think about all of it and how it works, and not that these guys were distinctly this type. And I know a lot of them don't do that. That some were taken for mates, like Neanderthals did that with humans. They took females for mates, and we're not going to get into that. But they ate the males, and it wasn't. I'm not saying it was a pleasant experience, but it was an experience. And there was also Pictish people? Pictish people? There was there were Pictish people, and I've heard them be described as a former type of human. And I will. Now this is artwork renderings, so not necessarily photographs, right? Okay, I shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna just do this. I actually removed myself from the stage. And I didn't mean to do that. Let's look at these, right? Pictish people, they were Scotland, and they have just a different way of being, right? Let's look at this. Well, we don't need to look at that. That's not really explaining anything. Oh, this is silly. They're that movie. And talking about the warrior women, I just want to talk about what kind of people they were. You know what? I need to look that up more. I definitely need to look that up more. So, right. And this is survival. Storm is saying survival of the fittest should actually be survival of the most adaptive. Right. And bringing it back to Bigfoot, he adapted by not being in this reality, frequency, dimension, whatever, because it just seems that's where the science takes us. And I will say it, that's where the science takes us, not because scientists say that, but because that's the science they're ignoring. They're ignoring the evidence that they're here, they're not here. These footprints go into nothing and they leave it as unexplained. Well, what else? Where else could they go? They're not jumping straight up like the Hulk or the Tick. Okay? When you eliminate the possible, whatever remains is the truth, however improbable. And they're ignoring these things. And I totally am starting to think that all I have been told all hair and samples have been come back as bear, deer, wolf, coyote, all of them. I think they're lying. Honestly, I don't think they're being truthful. I think they're going with what is most likely and not what's on paper. Okay. And also, I think they're being told to say that because here's something Dave Scott said. He said, if Bigfoot was proved to be true and that these are, and we would consider them nearly extinct animals, then we would have to redo all of our infrastructure as far as mining and wood cutting, like gathering and logging, and dams and rivers. They don't want to do that. And oh man, so many stories from these government types about Mount St. Helens in Hawaii. Okay. That's Hawaii, right? I hope so. But when Mount St. Helens, I don't, or there was one in Washington State, a volcano in Washington State where the National Guard and the military and the FBI, for some reason, came in to do evacuations, and there were Bigfoot. Maybe it wasn't Hawaii. Maybe it wasn't Hawaii. But I need to actually nail that down. Mount St. Helens. It's in Washington State. My mistake. I just said Hawaii. Stratovolcano is what Google is calling it. Washington State. Y'all were probably putting in the chat during the lag. Yep, Washington. And my mistake, my bad. I'm thinking of all the stuff that's happened in Hawaii lately in the past few years with they had some stuff happen with volcanoes and I forgot. Hey nerd, talking Bigfoot. We're talking Bigfoot and we're talking the science that's being ignored and I believe lied about the hair samples and the tissue samples that people come up with. They're saying, oh, it's most likely, and they're being told don't talk about this for whatever reason. Um, and I'm with Keith on we are the ones who are occupying the earth. We humans are the ones. We're the guardians of the earth. Those guys, the Bigfoot, they're not the guardians for some reason. We are. The ultra terrestrials, they're not the guardians. We are. Because I also am still about Galactic Federation and the Council and those guys. Those are all there. Oh, by the way, speaking of that, I've been trying to do some research. Still here. Coming on. Still here. I got a couple of books, right? I did get a couple of books. This one just got here today. Okay. This is Elena Danan. I'm trying to cross reference. I'm not proving wrong or right. I'm trying to cross reference. Okay. Now, this is this book, right? And also, this book has a problem. Also by Elena Danan. Okay. Problem. I was going through this and I didn't read it's a reference book and I love the references, right? It has all this type of artwork, all right, and descriptions. And let me just randomly pick one. There are a lot of human species in here, a lot of them. Okay, right. And I found a big problem, and I'm starting to regret buying this book because there are a lot of pictures being reused. There's a couple of from species to species. I really want to believe in a lot of this stuff, right? But this is what you call too good to be true. All right. And there are so many human species in here, mostly human. And I just don't, they're mostly humans. And they're all, what the hell? Okay. Um, and the stories are too good. There's too many details filled in. There's like No questions. Like, we like that as humans, right? Okay, on this one, copyright date is, he's asking, what's the copyright date? This is brand new, 2024, right? Let's look at this other one. This one is 2020. This is 2020. The big hardback is 2024. So I have not looked at the 2020 book yet. I looked at this one, and there's way too many humans, way too many details, because we're talking about stuff that the cover looks like a, okay, you tell me. First impressions about the way those people are dressed, right? Look at that. That looks like Tron. And that looks like Star Wars. For real. I'm okay, I can't buy into everything. I'm not going to. I just turned to this one. Okay. Blue humanoid, right? Looks pretty darn human to me. Why? Why are they all humans? Okay. And the top is the system. Okay, the top is the system. This freaking thing, man. Top is the system they come from, and system location, and this is the name of the guys, right? I'm sorry. And yo, this is AI generated stuff. I know that we're no, no. Oh my god. I'm randomly picking up pages out of this thing, right? Okay, they're saying these people are human. Okay, I have not heard. I got to ask Keith if he comes around tonight's panel. I got to ask Keith. More humans, and the description actually says these are humans from this place, right? And I'm like, let me just read. Okay, the dominant culture on the eighth planet, named Wixie by its inhabitants, is human. If they're dominant, who's naming them, right? As a spacefaring nation, of course, they are members of the Galactic Federation of Worlds and are actively involved in armed conflicts throughout the. Where are these armed conflicts? Okay, and like every description I skimmed over, they're all fighting. Why are they all fighting? No, well, they're not all fighting. A lot, most of them are fighting. Like Earth humans, the Wixiul, yeah, Wixiul, have an innate sense of adventure, exploration, and galactic diplomacy. If they're diplomatic, why are they fighting? This is there's too much, right? I mean, I'm not gonna read the whole description right there. How many pages we're at? 341 to the end page. Oh, this is some seriously AI made artwork. Now, I got nothing against AI art, but don't be saying these aliens are out here, okay? Last page. All right, that that looks too Star Warsy to me. Way too Star Warsy. All right, I'm talking from the movie, like the prequels or whatever. But yeah, okay. The new one, I don't know. The 2020 book, I'm gonna look through it and I'm gonna pick details out. But this thing is so full of the same stuff over and over again. Too many humans. Now, there, granted, there are plenty of non-humans, right? But those guys, I would love to know, and it doesn't have a breakdown of how they became the way they are, right? And now I am not a huge reader of this author. I have not read a whole lot from her. These are the first two books I own. I follow her on YouTube and social media. She has a presence, Elena Danan. Okay. However, it gets too fantastical. Know what I mean? And that's the quantum show saying that. That's us. The quantum show saying this stuff is too far out. Now, when the ufology people and the quantum show say this is wonky, it's next level wonky. Okay. When we say we can't believe that, it's so far out there. um that and when we bring stuff up, it's so far out there, you can just write it off. It's not even, it's beyond insanity. All right. Renee is saying, so why did you bring up Mount St. Helens? I was spoken at a time and there was a lot of ash fell. Okay. I read reports and saw testimony videos from people in the National Guard who were called in to help evacuate, and they were also evacuating Bigfoot. Some of them didn't make it. Uh, they said that some of them had to be put down, and they were not caging them up like animals. They were helping them leave the area. That's why. And he said that, yeah, they were like, it was like helping humans, but they were 8 to 10 feet tall, and they were just getting them out there, clearing the roads and giving them a ride down the road and getting medical help like they were people. That's what I heard. I need to look it back up. But that is why I brought up Mount St. Helens in the 80s. It happened, the big eruption in the 80s. That's what I was bringing it up for. Um, so, uh, yeah, they're out there for sure. And why are, well, I think I've answered the why are we not looking at them like that? We are, but we're we're trying to get mainstream to do it. We don't need mainstream. We don't need mainstream to acknowledge things and give it credentials. Just get out there and do it. Like we're all trying to do here. We're doing it right now. We're doing it right now with this thing. Well, um, and what I mean is, what I'm getting at is that we're trying to get the mainstream to acknowledge the existence of Bigfoot based on evidence that we have. Don't try. I'm not trying. We're doing what we're doing here. Look at every show title of this show, and mainstream is totally ignoring me. I don't care. I'm going to keep doing it. And there's a bunch of places like this. We can all do it. There's a bunch of places like Quantum Show, bunch of shows and blogs and report things that you can go read about, watch videos, and we're all saying, "Hey, this is going on. This happened," and it's not all the same stuff about Tartaria and mud flood. A bunch of TikTok videos from the 20s. No, no, I don't mean TikTok from the 20s. I mean TikTok videos with pictures from the 20s. Sorry. And Renee, yeah, I'm not surprised. It was not mainstream. I'm not surprised. I believe it was on Coast to Coast that they had, I think it was Coast to Coast, and hell, also Dave's show, SOR. I think SOR also talked to these guys, right? And yeah, you're not going to hear about it. No one wants to talk about this. There's no mainstream news about this. All right. Well, I think I managed to keep us going. I think I managed to keep the show going because we're already at an hour, and this has been the Quantum Show, Quantum Solo. I will fix all the intros and stuff and the description and the lack of a placard. I will fix all that tomorrow. I'm not worried about it tonight. So I'm going to start wrapping things up. And to be a late start, I think we did pretty good. I think I did pretty good. And yeah, no, there's no worship. There's no worship. I draw. Yeah, me too. I don't do that either. Yeah, well, I don't. I'm not going to worship them. Yeah, Monty's been here the whole time talking about aliens. um. So yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you everybody for coming by. I had a pretty good crowd tonight. 17 people. I'm not quite coast to coast yet. But we're getting there. And oh yeah, we're keeping it quantum. Sorry I was late. Had to do stuff. Yes, there is going to be a panel, even if I'm the only one on it. All right. Well, let me counter with worth at least 3 shows. No. Yep, and we're pushing buttons. Okay. I'm worldwide in the UK. Yeah. Okay. I'm worldwide in the UK. Well, I know, Monty, you're in the UK. And okay, Lynn's saying she can come to the panel. All right. And oh yeah, I'm definitely worldwide. I couldn't get Rumble to work. I couldn't get Rumble to work. So YouTube works. That's fine. All right, everybody. Like and subscribe. If you're here, you are quantum. Links are in the other descriptions. If you want to help the show out, I got PayPal and give me a coffee. And keep an eye out if you want to. I mean, no obligation whatsoever, because the quantum show is and isn't at the same time. It's here, there, everywhere, in the past, in the future, because that's how the quantum works. Thanks, everybody. I'm pushing buttons. I'll be back on the panel in just a little while, probably about 20, 30 minutes. You know how it goes. So keeping it quantum and pushing buttons.